श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः।
ब्रह्मसूत्र भाष्य क्लास नंबर 92।
अथातो ब्रह्म जिज्ञासा जन्माद्यस्य यतः शास्त्रयोनित्वात् तत्तु समन्वयात्। The claim that there is no Veda Bhaga which unfolds only Kevala Vastu, means Vedic portion which describes only an existing thing. When he says existing thing, what does it mean? Not pravritti, not nivritti, nor their vidhi, nor shesha. Distinct from this, Kevala Vastuvadi Bhaga, Veda Bhaga, portion which describes only an existing thing. What is that? Namely, Brahma is not there. This is not correct, because there is Veda Bhaga which does describes the existing things. Need not be only Brahma. There are other existing things also are described in Veda. As for Brahma, Upanishads reveals what Brahma is, and this is something which cannot be known by any other means of knowledge. And you can't say it, the other pramanas can contradict Brahma, because by no Shastra, by no other pramana, when Brahma cannot be known, where is the occasion of contradicting it by some other Shastra or pramana? Such occasion doesn't arise at all. So therefore it says, Ataha, page 87, line 4, Bhashya, Ataha saha na kenachit pratyakyatum shakyaha. Ataha, therefore means, therefore, what is that therefore means? It is, see, because no tirthakara, who are tirthakara? Shastrakara. No Shastrakara can know where the question of contradicting or refuting Brahma. So therefore, no one can deny Brahma. Earlier it was pointed out that Brahma is Atma. Atma is oneself. Na heya, na upadeya. The one who tries to ventures to refute I is the I we are talking. Is the I. Like this, no? Buddha, Shunyavadis say that Brahma is non-existence. Means Shunya. Actually it is a misinterpretation. Shunya word is used in Upanishads also. Shunya can mean, you know what is that? Empty. Empty, this empty, khali. What khali? Khali of prapancha. Okay. There is no prapancha. Mundako, mandukya. Prapanchopashama. That is that khali, empty. Empty of Jagat means Jagat is adhyastha. It is totally free from the Jagat. So, but that Shunya, somehow by many this argument there, they made it non-existent. Gadbad ho gaya. Shunyavada aa gaya. So these are. So here also you will see how wrong notions can creep up if you are not alert. It will be seen in the next portion that is going to come now. See? So that means again is empty, free from Jagat, prapanchopashama, prapancha rahita, nishprapancha. So like that here you say, so this is something which cannot be known by anyone. So therefore Brahma does exist. There are Vedic portions which speak of, describe Brahma, not only Brahma, many other existing things also. Again, continuing that, we have already read, Vidhi Sheshatva va netu, Sheshatvam va netu. So one may say, this Purva Paksha may say, yes, yes, Vedanta does speak of Brahma, but as what? Vidishesha, as an anga, shesha, some auxiliary to what? Vidhi. So we say, nobody can do it. Why? Brahma is so. How do you say so? Now here, Purva Paksha gives an interesting anumana, inference in the Ratna Prabha. He says, take last but third line, say, no doubt, Vedanta does speak of Atma, Brahma, but as an anga of karma, a shesha, an auxiliary of karma. How? He puts an inference. Sakshi karmangam, pratidnya. Sakshi, with Sakshi, Atma is karmanga. Karmanga means anga, shesha of a karma. How? Chetanatvat. Because Sakshi is Sachetana or not? Chetanatvat. Hetu given. Drishtanta, he says Kartruvat. Karta, the doer. See, karma is done by who? Karta, the doer. Now that Karta, the doer, is he not, or he or she, is it not a part and parcel of karma? Without Karta, karma will be done? No. Karta, Sachetanaha, Karmangaha. And therefore, Sakshi, Sachetana, therefore Karmanga. See, come on, have got guts to now refute this. See, it appears as if very sound inference is given. He has given that Sakshi Karmangam. Sakshi Chaitanya Atma is what? Anga of karma. Why? Hetu. Chetanatva, Sachetana. How illustration? Like the Karta. Karta is Chetana, therefore Karmanga. Sakshi is Chetana, therefore Karmanga. So now he says, for that answer is given, Kenachit vidisheshatvam netum na shakyaha. No one can dare to prove Atma Brahma as the Shesha Anga of a Vidhi, whether it is Karma Vidhi or Upasana Vidhi. How this person should be asked questions. Who? The Purva Paksha who has given this Anumana, sir, please tell me one thing. You tell us Sakshi Atma is Anga of Karma. Is it before gaining the knowledge of Sakshi that Sakshi becomes the Anga of Karma, or after gaining the knowledge of Sakshi it becomes the Anga of Karma? Either way not possible. Either way not possible. How? See, look, a Anga, I hope you notice Anga now, a part, some auxiliary, something that is connected with the karma, without which karma will not be possible, it will not be complete. A Anga of karma, should it be known to do the karma or not? Dadna juhoti. With the curd, he does offers the oblation. Should you not know the curd? Vrihi yava purodasha. So like this, you should know. So therefore, I say, now before or after? That means before knowing Sakshi, it becomes Karmanga, or after? If you say before, unknown Sakshi, how can it be Karmanga? You don't know what dahi is, that how are you going to do offer the oblation with the dahi as such? It's not possible. No. I know yogurt. This all are imported words as yogurt, curd, yogurt. Anyway, so that you can't say. You should know the karmanga before doing the karma. You don't know Sakshi, therefore what happens? Sakshi cannot be karma. Now to escape, no, after knowing Sakshi. Acha, you are claiming because you don't know Sakshi. If you had known Sakshi, in Sakshi, Dvaita Drishya is not there. You have no bhana, you have no cognition of Dvaita Drishya. When there is no cognition of Dvaita Drishya, how can Sakshi be Anga for? Means you are telling Sakshi is Karmanga after gaining the knowledge is Vyaghata dosha. It is a contradiction by itself. If you have understood this much, over, that's okay. That's nothing more. The same thing Tikakara explains now. You say, Sakshi karma, that was said, vidhiti, that is vidhisheshatvam netum na kenachit shakyam. Same thing, Tikakara explains. Adnyata sakshinaha anupayogat. If Sakshi, who is Adnyata means what? Not Adnyata, not known. Unknown Sakshi is useless as Karmanga. Why? Any Anga of Karma should be known to do the Karma. So useless. That means it can't be Karmanga, ruled out. It says, Jnatasya Vyaghatakatva. If Sakshi is known, my dear sir, Vyaghata dosha. Sakshi is known means what? You should know it was Advaya. Nishprapancha, Drishya, Rahita. Now, where Drishya is not there, where is the Anga of Karma remaining? There is a Vyaghata. It is a contradiction by itself. So, iti na karma sheshatvam. Na karma sheshatvam. Another reason, you are telling Atma Brahma is shesha for karma. Do you know who Atma Brahma is? Sabka baap hai. It is a very adhisthana, the basis of everything. It can never be shesha, something related to that. Everything else is related to it, is the basis. It is the sheshi. Atma, Sakshi, Brahma is what? See, when you say shesha, there is something pradhana, not Sankhya pradhana. Main thing, main and subordinate. Sheshi, the one to whom the Shesha part, Anga belongs, is what? That Shesha is subordinate, Sheshi. Sheshi means what? The one to whom the Shesha belongs is predominant. Is it not? Atma is Sheshi in the sense, predominant in the sense, it is the very adhisthana, it is the very basis of entire creation. You negate the creation, finally what will remain? Chaitanya, Sakshi, Atma, Brahma. So therefore that is the basis. Everything else is superimposed. So therefore, Atma is this Sakshi, the Brahma is the very I in all to which everything else belongs. There is no question of it becoming Shesha. Tika, Sakshinaha Sarvasheshitva. Sakshi being Sheshi, that is the final basis, the Atma of everything. So therefore, Aheyanupadeyatvacha, it cannot be given up, it cannot be acquired, because without which nothing can exist. Na karma sheshatvam iti aha atmatvat eva iti.
Atmatvat eva cha sarvesham na heyaha na api upadeyaha.
Other thing, this being Sakshi, Brahma being Atmatvad hi sarvesham, being the of all Atma. Atma means the very I, the basis. Atma means the very core. Suppose a wooden elephant is there. What is Atma? Wood. A metal disc is there. What is the Atma? The core of it, the basis of it, the metal. So like that. So this Chaitanya Atma, Brahma, is the very basis of entire creation. And that being the case, he says, say, na aheya anupadeyatvacha. It can neither be given up nor acquired. So na karma sheshatvam, he says, atmatvad eva, because the the basis of everything. Cha. The cha, who cha is, Nayanina says, vidhikandadnyatatvam uktam samuchetum cha shabdah. Nayanirnaya, last but fourth line. Atma is unknown to vidhikanda. For that, any reasonings you can bring, all are clubbed there. Means there is no reason whatsoever by which you can prove that Atma is known to karma kanda. It cannot be shesha of any karma. Why? Atmatvadeva, because the very I of sarvesha, na heyaha, na upadeya. I cannot be the very basis of everything, can neither be acquired, can be given up, because it is already existing there, upadeya. See, this is the reason everything in the creation we say has got three parichinnatas. Desha parichinnata, limitations on account of space. Kala parichinnata, limitations on account of time. Vastu parichinnata means a given object is different from the other object. Microphone is different from the book, book different from the stool, that is different from sofa. Like that, no two objects are one and the same. Now one may say, look, Atma, Brahma has got Vastu Parichinnata, because Brahma is not microphone, Brahma is not the book, Brahma is not the sofa. Is it not so? Then it should have the Vastu Parichinnata. This is in the Bhashya of Taittiriya Upanishad, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. There it is discussed at length. It says, it is the very adhisthana, basis. Any blessed thing you take, core is what? Chaitanya Rupa Brahma. And therefore, Nama Rupataha, it may appear as though different, like a Rajju appearing as the Sarpa, but the basis is Rajju Atma only. So, therefore I say, so that being the case, he says, now, that is true, sir, but you say Atma cannot be, cannot be given up, etc. But Atma is Anitya. What are you going to do with Anitya? What you want is moksha. And moksha must be Nitya or not. Otherwise, with so much of effort, you suppose you get got moksha. Suppose you got moksha. Afterwards, what? Again, Janma Marana, Yere Maja Maglaya. Again, Janma Marana. What is the, at least थोड़ा मजा भी करता था, वो भी नहीं. उभय भ्रष्ट हो गया. इधर थोड़ा जो विषय भोग भी करता था, वो भी नहीं मिल गया. ये ब्रह्म भी मोक्ष प्राप्त हो गया, बाद में वो खो के बैठ गया. ये कैसा हो जाएगा? No. Atma Brahma is not Anitya. On account of being Anitya also, because anything Anitya has to be given up or not. So that also doesn't apply. She says, Anityatvena Atmanaha Heyatvam Ashankya Aha. Ashankya. This is the mata of, see, we don't know, but all Tikakaras and Bhashyakara knows. This is Vijnanavadi mata. The Vijnanavadi mata. So he says, look, Atma is Kshanika, Anitya. And then what are we going to do with that? We should want something concrete, that is what is Nitya. He says, no. Anityatvena Atmanaha Heyatvam Ashankya. Ashankya, having doubted, No, perhaps Atma has to be given up because it is Anitya Vijnanavadi. Vijnanavadi. Sarvam hi iti.
सर्वं हि विनश्यद् विकार जातं पुरुषान्तं विनश्यति पुरुषः विनाश हेतु अभावात् अविनाशी विक्रिया हेतु अभावात् च कूटस्थ नित्यः अतः एव नित्य शुद्ध बुद्ध मुक्त स्वभावः
सर्वं हि विनश्यद् विकार जातं पुरुषान्तं विनश्यति. All vikara jata. What is jata? Samuha. All vikara samuha, all that is subject to change, and that is vikara parinama. Now this changing. What is the final of it? Atma, Chaitanya Rupa Atma, Brahma, he said, vikara Purushantam vinashyati. Means its destruction ends where? Up to Purusha. Beyond Purusha, no destruction. For anything you say that for physics, a mud pot. Mud pot is what? Mud. Mud is what? Earth. Earth is what? Element. Element again you go on molecules and these atoms, you do whatever energy and all that you do, etc. Finally what? Trigunatmika Prakriti Maya. Basis. Up to Maya it will get destroyed. Brahma Purusha, no. So anything when destroyed, you go on destroying the causes one after the other. Finally what remains? Purushantam. And the end finally is Brahma only. Vinashyati, get destroyed. Now Purushaha, now one may say, fine, but that Purusha itself get destroyed. You say, Purushaha vinasha hetva bhavad avinashi. Purusha doesn't have a hetu. Purusha doesn't have a means which can destroy it. A means which can destroy Purusha, Atma, Brahma is not there, and therefore it is avinashi. It is what? Avinashi. So that is one thing. Tika continuing. Parinamitvena heyatam nirachashte vikriya iti. Maybe Atma is not anitya, it is nitya. But nitya like that, no? Prithvi, etc., which can be for a go on changing, and the same is this. Earlier we have said apekshika nityatvam. It is parinami, it is subject to change, but nitya, like panchamaha bhutas. They go on changing, but they are there all the time. So that way say that ashankya, one may say therefore Atma may be something which needs to be given up. He says, no sir. Vikriya hetva bhavacha kutastha nitya vikriyeti. He says, vikriyayaha hetoho abhavacha. You have to split it like that. Vikriyayaha hetoho. Hetu, a means which can cause. Vikriya means parinama, change, transformation in Atma, Brahma, abhavat, being not there. It says, so therefore Atma is what? Kutasthaha nityaha. Kutasthaha nityaha. Fine. That is it. Now you tell me, you have got Atma or not? You have got Brahma or not? No, that's why you are here, is it not? You are here because of that only. That means you have to acquire Brahma or not. Come on, be honest. You have to accomplish Brahma or not. Means Brahma has become, Atma has become Upadeya or not. Huh? You say, if it is Upadeya, Is it going to be Nitya? Therefore what? It's going to be Nitya. Why? Get rid of that. Why you want to unnecessarily waste your time, etc. So, why not that way? Atma is not upadeya, is not something that is to be acquired. Do you know why? Nitya siddha. Upadeya is something which is sadhya. I hope you know what is sadhya. Means which is accomplished by some action or means. Atma is nitya siddha, therefore na upadeya, that is told. Ataha eva. Ataha eva means Tika, 88th page, first line. The meaning of Ataha is nirvikaritvadityarthaha. What I told, vikri, because there is no cause for vikriya, and therefore it is nirvikari. Avikriya means nirvikari. Because it is nirvikari, eva, it says nitya, ever existing, shuddha, free from prapancha, buddha, knowledge principle, mukta, free from bondage all the time, swabhavaha, that is the swarupa of who? Atma Brahma. Now, what can be upadeya? We say, explain, Tika says, upadeyatvam hi sadhyasya natu atmanaha. Upadeya is, it belongs to what? Sadhya, the thing to be accomplished by something. Na tu atmana. Why atmanaha? He says, nitya siddhatvad. Atma is always existing. Then why you want Atma Jnana? I know not its Swarupa. That itself would not have been problem. Not only I don't know Swarupa, I have mistaken it to be other than what I am, therefore I am suffering the samsara. See, in sleep you don't know your Swarupa, any problem? No. Waking and dream? Yes. Problem. Why? You are misapprehending Atma other than what it is. So therefore, it says Nitya Siddha. So that is Atma is Nitya Siddha, yet I know not what it is, its Swarupa. Therefore, what I have to do? I have to get rid of this ignorance. Not that I am creating or acquiring Atma, but I know its Swarupa. I try to know, or I put forth effort to know its Swarupa. Fine. The final straw. Atma has to be given up. What you want? Tell me. You want moksha, no? Huh? Moksha is what? Jiva Brahma Aikya. You have to discover yourself to be Brahma. If you have to discover yourself to be Brahma, that I, the Jiva, has to be given up or not? Huh? See, that is you have to give up. Suppose if you have to go to heaven, this body has to be given up. So like that, you have to be, you want to become Brahma, which is Paraha, is it not? So therefore, Aparaha is who? Jiva. You have to give up. And for Atma, hey yaha, my dear sir, that Atma itself is Paraha. That whom you are mistaking as Jiva, itself is what? Para Brahma. There is no question of Atma छोड़ दो और किसको पकड़ो? ब्रह्म को पकड़ो, ऐसा नहीं है. So therefore say परप्राप्त्यर्थम आत्मा हेयः इति अतः आह. Say परप्राप्त्यर्थम. Para means what? Most exalted. Brahma. At least to acquire Brahma, you have to give up Atma. Because no entry for, no visa for Atma in Brahma. Why? Advaya. It is Advaya. They say, there is the story. An ant was in the sugar godown. Other ant was on the salt hill. They were friends, but they didn't meet for a long time. once the sugar Godon ant happened to meet salt ant, so saw this ant from the salt hill, and seeing emaciated, brother, what is your condition? You come with me, so you can be fatty. He says, not this letter. So it came and stayed with this sugar Godon ant for so many days. This sugar Godon ant is finding this fellow is not changing at all. It's as it is emaciated, etc. Say, what is the cause? Then you found, you know what is that? This salt ant hill, ant from the salt hill, it had brought a lot of salt in the mouth as a provision for so many days. Suppose I don't get food, what will happen to me? I don't get, what will happen to me? And all the time it was eating the salt only, but not the sugar. So like this, so therefore, ये जीव को उधर एक्सेस नहीं है, वो जीव को ले जाएगा तो दुख को भी that jiva will take its samsara also to Brahma and make Brahma miserable. It will make Brahma miserable. No. That jiva in Swarupa is what? Nothing but Brahma. Say, therefore say, Tasmat Purushatham. Yes.
तस्मात् पुरुषात् न परम किंचित सा काष्ठा सा परागतिः तम तु औपनिषदं पुरुषं पृच्छामि इति च औपनिषदत्व विशेषणं पुरुषस्य उपनिषत्सु प्राधान्येन प्रकाश्यमानत्व उपपद्यते.
Tasmat Purushat, then that Purusha. Na param kinchit. See, that is that Tasmat Purushat, from that Purusha. Param, something which is most exalted, superior. Na kinchit, there is nothing. Why? Sa kashtha. That Purusha itself is kashtha, means Sarvasya avadhi. It is the final of everything beyond which there is nothing. Avadhi. So that being the case, sa paragatihi. That itself is what? Paragati. So that is, so it is the highest accomplishment in life. So therefore, there is no question of giving the Atma to become Brahma, and therefore Atma is here. You can't say. It is not possible. So all, if you remember, this discussion is for what? One day, who Prabhakara, to what did he say? There is no portion of Veda which speaks of exist, that is what? Brahma, other than Pravritti, Nivritti, Vidhi and Tarshesha. He was asked 5 questions. Remember? Page 86, last but 3rd line, last but 2nd line. So in these 5 questions were asked and answers were given. Answers were given so far. So with this, now what Tikakara does, he is, that is summarizing the answer, not the same answer given as a, summarizing the answer and points out, see, Brahma is revealed where? Only in Upanishads. You can't say there is no portion of Veda which doesn't speak of an existing thing. So that is what they Tika, 2nd line. Evam Atmanaha Ananyasheshatva. This way, because of the Atma being Nanyasheshatva, not being a Anga or auxiliary subordinate to anything else. So again, that is one reason. Already disproved. Abadhyatva, it is avinashi, all we have seen. That is, nothing, vikriya, vinasha, etc. is not there. Abadhyatvat, apurvatvat. No Shastrakara can know, only by Pramana, Vedanta only you can know. Apurvatvat means Pramanantaraihi na Vedyatva. Apurvata means there that which is not known by other Pramana. Apurvatvat Pramanantaraihi na Vedyatva. Again, where is it told? Vedanteshu Sputabhanacha. See, it is revealed very clearly where? In Vedantic sentences. Vedanteshu Sputabhana. So because of this reason, this is the conclusion. Vedantaika Vedyatvam Uktam. Brahma can be known only by Vedanta. Vedanta Uktam. To this effect, Bhashyakara gives the Shruti Pramana. Says, Tam tu Aupanishadam Purusham Prichami. Brihadaranyaka context is dialogue between Yajnavalkya and Shakalya. An audacious person was there, Shakalya. So he was told, because he didn't know it, and he ventured to argue with Yajnavalkya. Yajnavalkya did caution him many times, etc. Finally, he cursed him to death. He told, in fact, that was there. He had to, in the earlier, some other debate is there, because of his audacity, he said, don't do this. I will see to it that is there. But still, he said, who is this Yajnavalkya, etc. Of course, Jivan Mukti Viveka says it is a defect on the part of Yajnavalkya. So he gave rise to what? Anger. Poor fellow, killed. Yajnavalkya's curse means what? It is not going to be otherwise. So it is also, that's why he needs the Vasanakshaya and Manona. Tattvajnana is there, Jnani, but Vasanakshaya Manona. That is why Yajnavalkya tells, not tells, he takes sannyasa. Somewhere I heard somewhere. It says, Yajnavalkya remarked at one place, those whom I have taught, they are lost in the Swarupa, and I am now running a Gurukula. Means, then the argument comes, then Yajnavalkya may not be a Jnani. If he is not a Jnani, Brihadaranyaka will not be, Upanishad will not be studied by anyone. He is a Jnani, but he was not a Jivan Mukta, because such things were there. Such things, such means such cobwebs were there which was denying him Jivan Mukti, though he was certainly a great Jnani. So that being the case, so that is it. But anyway, he said, Shakalya, he answered his question. Come on, now answer my question. What is that? Tam. That tam, take tika, take line 3. Sakarana sutrasya adhishtanam purusham. Tam purusham. I am asking you that purusha. Which purusha? Sutrasya adhishtanam. Adhishtana, the basis of what? Sutra. What is sutra? Hiranyagarbha. Forgotten? Sutra means Sutratma is who? Hiranyagarbha. So, you thought what? Brahma Sutra, some thread is so therefore, say, Sutrasya of Hiranyagarbha, say, Adhishtanam, that which is the basis of it. But again, Sakaranam, along with its cause. What is the cause of Hiranyagarbha? Maya, Prakriti, Trigunatmika, Maya. Of course, to begin with, Panchamahabhutas in the nascent form, then Trigunatmika, Maya, Prakriti. So that being the case, Sakarana Sutra Adhishtanam, Purusham, and who is that Purusha? Purnam. Perfect, full and complete, free from Desha, Kala, Vastu, Parichanta. He Shakalya, Tvam, to you, Tva means Tvam, to you, Prichami, iti artha. So that is, Tam tu Aupanishadam Purusham Prichami. Now, What was asked by Yajnavalkya? Purusha. Which Purusha? Atma, Brahma. What was the adjective given? Aupanishadam. So what is that Aupanishadam? What does it mean? Aupanishadam means that which is contained in Upanishad. That which is contained in Upanishad. That which is bathed in Upanishad. That which is founded in Upanishad. That's why Vedanta has another word, Aupanishadam Darshanam. Vedanta is also called as what? Aupanishadam Darshanam means what? Brahma is revealed where? Only in Upanishad called Vedanta, Aupanishadam Darshanam. So that means that he says, I am asking you. Now this adjective for Purusha as Upanishad, will it be appropriate if Brahma is not revealed in the Upanishads? Not only not nowhere else, but only in Upanishad. Then only say. Otherwise, Upanishad may be high, udhar bhi high, idhar bhi high. ऐसा नहीं होगा. So only revealed in Upanishad only, that Upanishad adjective is appropriate. That is what say. Iti cha, take अन्वय there. पुरुषस्य उपनिषदत्व विशेषणम इति च पुरुषस्य not उपनिषदत्व औपनिषदत्व विशेषणम उपनिषत्सु प्राधान्येन प्रकाशमानत्वे एड सति उपपद्यते. पुरुषस्य उपनिषत्सु प्राधान्येन प्रकाशमानत्वे एड सति उपपद्यते इति च. That's why I say iti cha. Iti cha means what? Purusha is described as Upanishad. That is what? Aupanishadam. So he says, so iti cha. Say Purushasya Aupanishadatva Visheshanam. That adjective specifying as something that is revealed where? Only in Upanishad. He says, this is not tenable unless only Upanishads reveal Purusha Brahma. Visheshanam, he says, Upanishatsu pradhanyena prakashamanatve sati upapadyate. Upapadyate means is possible. This adjective is possible when? Only when is a Purushasya Upanishatsu. In the Upanishad. Upanishatsu, what is that Upanishatsu? You can add there Upanishatsu Vidyamanaihi Eva Vakyaihi. After Purushasya, after Upanishatsu with add adhyara Vidyamanaihi Eva Vakyaihi, by sentences that are there in Upanishad. By that only pradhanyena. Pradhanyena means independently, not as an shesha of any vidhi. Prakashamanatve sati, when it is revealed, upapadyate. Upapadyate is tenable. So that's fine. What does this mean? Upanishads reveal only Brahma. You can't say there is no Veda Bhaga which doesn't describe or reveal Brahma. This topic is now concluded.
अतः भूतवस्तु परः वेदभागः न अस्ति इति वचनं साहसमात्रम्.
Ataha, therefore, What is therefore? Tika you see. Ukta lingaihi, by all the lingas, lakshanas that were given. Shrutyacha, by Shruti, quotations. Vedantanam atmavastu paratva nischaya. Therefore means, because by the different lingas, characteristic features as discussed so far. So that is that. And the Shruti, what was ascertained? Vedanta unfolds only Atma. Therefore, he says, this statement, what is that? Purva Paksha statement. Bhuta vastu paraha Veda bhagaha nasti. A portion of Veda which describes Bhuta vastu means an existing thing like Brahma is not there. Such a statement, iti vachanam. This vachana, you know what it is? Sahasamatram. You know what is sahasamatram? It is a foolhardy act, a rash act, a reckless act. A foolhardy act means it is something which is thoughtless. Means this fellow has not thought it properly. So sahasamatram. So therefore, there is Veda Bhaga which describes, establishes an existing thing like Brahma. Now the next topic. Always these people harp no amnaya kriyat paratvada anarthakyam atadarthanam. So Vedas speak of karma only, there is nothing other than karma, etc. etc. This fellow is going to be thrashed now at detail, at length now. Says, my dear, so very interesting this thing. See how wrong notions can crop. That is why Mimamsa. See, means nowadays because of these Purva Pakshas don't have much relevance. Therefore, but this was something which we got earlier, Karma Kanda was. Even today also karma is necessary for antakarana shuddhi. Nowadays karma has got replaced by bhakti. But bhakti also is karma only. It's necessary. But that itself is not the final thing. So that is, you know that karma superior or bhakti superior, karma superior or jnana superior, bhakti superior or jnana superior. Perennial quarrel. It's a perennial quarrel. That's why Mimamsa is required. So that being the case, he says, who told you? First he accepts that Vedanta, now, that is Veda in Karma Kanda does speak of only karma. Finally, second, then he says, even that he dismisses. Even Karma Kanda also speaks of Siddhavastu. So this is a way of argument. First Ardhangikara, half you accept and give him answer. Then dismiss that fellow totally. It says entire Veda speaks of Siddhavastu. It's going to be proved that. Then what about the Karma Paratva? My dear sir, it is confined only to Karma Kanda. And even these fellows who have written Jaimini Sutra don't think he doesn't know. Jaimini's guru is who? Do you mean to say he doesn't know? He was given a job because Jaimini Sutra's Purva Mimamsa is necessary. Because wrong notions are about that, etc. That doesn't mean Uttara Mimamsa, Brahma doesn't, etc. Jaimini himself doesn't accept that entire Veda is for karma. Jaimini doesn't accept. If he doesn't accept, where are you fellows who are commenting on that? That is it. So you see that in now detail. Now from Yadapi Shastra Tatparya Vidam Anukramanam, from here up to page 94, line 2. Anarthakhyavidhanam drashtavyam. Page 94, line 2. Anarthakhyavidhanam drashtavyam. This portion proves there is no rule that Vedas describe only karma. Topic is what? There is no rule that Vedas describe only karma. There is no such rule at all. There is no such rule at all. Take it. Yadapi
यद्यपि शास्त्र तात्पर्य विदाम अनुक्रमणम दृष्टः हि तस्यार्थः कर्मावबोधनम इति एवं आदि तद्धर्म जिज्ञासा विषयत्वात् विधि प्रतिषेध शास्त्राभिप्रायम द्रष्टव्यम.
Yadapi means whatever. Shastra tatparya vidam anukramanam. Anukramanam means narration, exposition of those people. Who are those? Shastra tatparya vidam. Those who are well versed in the purport of Shastra. Which Shastra? Make it a point. Purva Mimamsa. Not any Shastra. Whatever there is the narration or exposition of those who are experts in Purva Mimamsa, means whatever the statements of those who are well versed in Purva Mimamsa. What are those? Drishto hi tasyarthaha karmavabodhanam. Tasya means Vedasya. Arthaha means purpose, use. Prayojanam. Arthaha is purpose, use. You see, is what? Karmavabodhanam. Avabodhanam, knowledge of karma. Iti drishtaha. Drishta means seen or understood or decided. In the sense, the statement of those who are well versed in Purva Mimamsa. Now, what are the statements? Like the ascertained purpose of the Veda. That is, what is that? Tasya arthaha. No, drishta. Ascertained purpose of the Veda is to impart the knowledge of karma. Iti evamadi and such other things. Iti evamadi and such other things. That is, the ascertained purpose of the Veda is to impart the knowledge of karma and such other, and such other. It says, iti evamadi dharma jidnyasa vishayatva. Do you know what is the topic there? Dharma jidnyasa. Entire section is different. It is just like you are talking of engineering in the medical science. Engineering something and medical science is different thing. So therefore that is dharma jidnyasa, and you are talking where in the brahma jidnyasa. So therefore you say dharma jidnyasa vishayatvat vidhi pratishedha shastra bhiprayam drashtavya. Whatever that was told, that is Vedas artha is karma, etc. It should be seen in the context of dharma jidnyasa, which is the shastra of vidhi, pratisheda, do this, don't do this, of do's and don't. Yes, it is so. We accept that also. Say vidhi pratisheda shastra means dharma jidnyasa. Abhiprayam, opinion, import of that. So it should be drashtavyam, should be understood. It should be understood. What does it mean? My dear sir, don't bring it here in Brahma Jidnyasa. It is not relevant here. It is not connected to Brahma Jidnyasa. It has to be in Dharma Jidnyasa only. This sentence is very longly elaborated by Ratnaprabha. You'll see that it gives us how Jaimini never meant it. And afterwards, because it is a separate section, and whatever pertains to a particular section is told, and somebody has applied it to Brahma Jignasa. So that is what very interestingly he is going to point out. Yadapiti Purvoktam Anuvadati. I hope you know line 5. Tika. Purvoktam Anuvadati. So Anuvadati means what? He is now restating. Purvoktam means who by told by who? Purvapaksha. Earlier at a Purvapaksha. Yadapi iti. So Yadapi. So what is that? The Shastra Tatar Vidam Anukramana. So what is that? Drishto hi. What is that Drishto hi? He says, do you know what is the context of that? Drishto hi. Again, first, this Drishto hi has already appeared on page 67 Bhashya. There you have already made a note. This is a sentence by Shabara Swami in his commentary on Jaimini Sutra 111. You already safe notice that, don't it is not going to go anywhere. Only you have to open it. Open it. You have noted it there. On page 61, line 1st, Bhashya, it says, this is as it was what? Shabara Swami statement in his Bhashya on Jaimini Sutra 111. That is what? Drishto hi tasyartha. See, do you know what is the context? The context is like this, Ratnaprabha. Vedasya nairarthake shankite. In Vedas, there are certain sentences, because Karmakanda portion, no karma is told. And there is nothing, no phala also is told. But Vedic sentences cannot be useless. They must be phalavat. So therefore, actually amnayasya kriyaparatvat anarthakyam atadartha, I told you, is a purvapaksha in Jaimini Sutra to establish the role of arthavada, anga, etc. That is there as such. It is not that siddhanta even in this thing, etc. So now we say, vedasya nairarthake shankite tasya arthavatta param idam bhashya. This bhashya, make a note, bhashya is Shabara bhashya, not Sutra bhashya. Tika, that bhashya word is for Shabara bhashya. This bhashya, what Shabara bhashya, what is that? Drishto hi tasyartha karma bodhanam, is to justify the purposefulness, safalatva, fruitfulness of what? Veda bhaga, wherein outwardly it appears there is no prayojana at all. So that way it is drishtahi. Actually, now this is very important. Do you know what should have happened? If what Shabara Swami tells is about Veda, it should have been little changed. But Shabara Swami's topic is what? Karmakanda. And therefore, the rule that applies in general to Veda, Shabara Swami mentioned specifically for karma. Gadbad udhar ho gaya. Shabara Swami has not made gadbad. But afterwards, the fellows who don't analyze properly are making gadbad as such. So therefore, that statement should have been like this. Tatra. Tatra means while saying drishtaha hi tasya arthaha karmava bodhanam. He says it should have been iti vaktavve. It should have been told like this. How? Phalavat arthava bodhanam. What is the purpose of Veda? Arthava bodhanam. avabodhanam, giving knowledge or perception of artha. What artha? Ajnata artha, a thing not known. But simply not a thing not known. Phalavat, it should be fruitful. What is the purpose of Vedas? The knowledge, to give the knowledge of something unknown. At the same time, it is useful. This is the purpose of Veda, whether it is Karma Kanda or Jnana Kanda. But Shabara Swami was commenting on Jaimini Sutra pertaining to only Karma Kanda. Therefore, iti vaktavye, this should have been told in respect to entire Veda. Vaktavye. Dharma vichara prakrama. What he was commenting on? Jaimini Sutra. Jaimini Sutra, what does it deal with? Dharma jidnyasa. Dharma vichara prakrama. Whatever that was started as a Shastra was Dharma jidnyasa. Therefore, what did he do? Karmavabodhanam iti oktam. He said that it is Karmavabodhanam. The purpose of, actually it is not Veda. Purpose of Karma Kanda of Veda is knowledge of karma. Only because he has said, he says, na etavata. Only because of that, Vedantanam Brahma Paratva Nirasaha na etavata. Only because of this, you can't say Vedanta do not speak of Brahma, you can't say. Why? What should have been it is? Phalavat, Arthavad, Bodhanam. Now, Brahma Jnana is Arthavat or not? Ajnata. Do you know Brahma? No. Ajnata Artha. Again, it is Phalavat or not? Yes. Yeah. That is the purpose of the Veda. There, who Shabara Swami has restricted it to this. Because you want to understand that you have to scratch your head, and if everything brings, he brings Veda also, you will get still confused. He has a specified topic as a specialized topic as a. So like that now modern day specialized, somebody went to ENT specialist and he had some problem. Sir, you go to that one because I am specialized in left ear and your problem is in the right ear. So these are days of specialization. So like that, so that way he can't bring entire Veda Bhaga here as such. So that in the case, so that in the case, he says, etavata Brahma Vedantanam Brahma Paratva Nirasaha na. You can't conclude that Vedanta do not reveal this. Have you understood now? Who said? Shabara Swami said, and what is concluded and made a philosophy afterwards. How wrong it is. We'll see that. It's very interesting. Point by point, Ratnaprabha is dismissing this. That it pertains to what? Dharma Jidnyasa and not Brahma Jidnyasa.
कारणतया स्वस्वामी संबंधता स्वप्ने जाग्रतिवाय एष पुरुषो माया परिभ्रामितः तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये अशुभानि निराचष्टे तनोतिशुभसन्ततिं श्रुतिमात्रेण यत्पुंसां ब्रह्म तन्मङ्गलं परम् अतिकल्याणरूपत्वात् नित्यकल्याणसंश्रयात् स्मर्तॄणां वरदत्वात् च ब्रह्म तन्मङ्गलं विदुः ओङ्कारश्चाथ शब्दश्च द्वावेतौ ब्रह्मणः पुरा कण्ठं भित्त्वा विनिर्यातौ तस्मान् माङ्गलिका उभौ ॐ अथ